guys, and welcome back to my slightly macabre yet positive cancer channel. I told you guys I was going to be posting more regularly. I was telling the truth. So this channel is just basically to discuss some symptoms that I had that were cancer related that unfortunately I ignored for longer than a year, and that put me in the state that I am now in today. I'm grateful that they were able to catch it quickly enough so that I'm here to record this video, but had I not ignored these symptoms, I would probably be in a lot better state. I do want to say that if you have any of these symptoms, please don't go ahead and assume you have cancer. Search on WebMD. I'm not a doctor. These are just things that I completely ignored because I was one of those people that was just like, go, 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 go. And because of that, I ended up sick. But please don't think that you're one of those people that is, symptoms can mean anything. They don't always, hardly ever do they mean cancer. Just in my case, they did. So I'm making this video just to encourage you that if you have anything at all feel weird in your body whatsoever, do not ignore it. Go get it checked out. It's better to seem silly and dramatic and anxious than be dying of cancer. So with that disclaimer aside, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Again, thank you for coming back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Brittany. I'm a stage 3 metastatic thyroid cancer survivor. Woo! Even though I'm stage 3, I'm doing well. I'm not in any treatments right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and get into the list. So I've made some notes, and I'm kind of going to go in like the order that I noticed these symptoms occurring, and I'm also going to try to put in photos. So the first symptom that I noticed that was really bizarre and unlike me was that I was itching all over the place. Like my body was really itchy, and people that have blood cancer tend to notice this more, like lymphoma, leukemia, because it's in their blood. So there's this tumor, this foreign body growing in your blood that is, foreign, literally. With me, because it had spread to my lymph nodes, that is what I was experiencing. So I was experiencing a lot of itch, like from the torso up. So I tried, this is one that I actually forgot about for quite a while, but I did try to wash my laundry with, I was washing my laundry a lot, mostly at my boyfriend's house. So I stopped doing that. He's not my boyfriend anymore. I stopped doing that and I started washing my laundry at my apartment complex. That didn't really help. Over time, it did go away, but it came and go, and so I was constantly itchy, and I can't really describe it other than if you've ever been, if you've ever taken any sort of morphine or something, and your body is really itchy and you don't know why, that's what it feels like. And that's just the best example I can give, but it did go away after I got most of the cancer removed. The second thing is that I was having some really severe hair problems. I didn't notice at the time, but I will insert a picture. You can't really tell. I have really nice hair now. It's really thick and actually pretty soft it's not nearly as, I used to have beautiful hair. It's not nearly as in the best condition as it was before I had cancer. It was shiny and I had great hair. But my hair got really straw-like, so I'm going to go ahead and insert a photo. Maybe you'll be able to tell the difference here, but as you can see in the photo, it's kind of brittle, and you can see that I have split ends kind of going up from the bottom to the top. And I even had a shorter haircut at the time, but you can still see that my hair isn't in as shiny or great condition as it should be. And that is something that I noticed after, getting most of the cancer out, and once my hair had a chance to rejuvenate itself. Of course, I lost a lot of it first too. That's a whole other video. But anyway, my hair stopped looking so straw-like when I got the majority of my cancer removed, and it went back to pretty normal. So I was really grateful for that. Okay, so this one's really bizarre. The third thing I noticed was extreme lower back pain that was extremely foreign and hard to describe. So if you guys have followed my channel, most of you know that the majority of the cancer has been in the right side of my body, the lymph nodes here, the neck, lung, top of, all over here. But your nerves are all connected. So in my case, and I know it was cancer related because as soon as I had my first surgery, it disappeared. The lower part of my back, like this, was hurting all the time. So I literally thought I had sciatica as a 32-year-old or a 31-year-old. I was going to the doctor and they were like, maybe you've pulled something, you might have sciatica. So I pulled it, like have a sciatic nerve or something like that, and I didn't. But I was just constantly in pain in like the left lower back hip area. And it was horrible. So, you know, I would always be going to the doctor because I was getting bladder infections, and I thought all of that was related. But anyway, once I had my big tumor removed, that pain completely went away. And especially since having the majority of those lymph nodes out, the pain went away. Of course, I experienced more pain when you have major surgery twice in a row. I had pain from that for quite a while. I still have it. It's mostly now more discomfort than anything, but that lower back pain is gone. And the fourth thing is my weight. My weight was constantly going up and down. Like, I was going from 126 to 140 and back down and back up and down. And towards the end there, right before my diagnosis, even though my entire thyroid was basically a tumor, strangely enough, it was still in the normal range, but my weight was constantly bizarre. Like, it was just constantly going up and down and up and down. And I wasn't really doing anything differently. I was pretty much eating the same diet. I was pretty much getting the same amount of exercise all the time. But just having that happen in such a short period of time, I threw it aside as, you're just getting older, you're 30 now, whatever, your weight's gonna fluctuate, and nothing really made a difference. When I got my thyroid removed, I lost 5 pounds pretty much instantly, so I slowly but surely went back to my normal weight. But yeah, like after having my thyroid out, that was the culprit of my weight problems, really. And it was even before I started my thyroid medicine, my weight went back down to normal. Like 131 is basically my normal weight. It's the weight that my body likes to be at. I will fluctuate 10 pounds now, every now and then, but that is what my body likes to be at. And immediately that happened. And the last thing, is probably the most important one. That is fatigue and sickness all the time. That last year, 2017, although in the books, it was a good year of my life. I would say from the middle of 2017 to like the middle of 2018, right before I was diagnosed, I was constantly getting sick. I was getting strep. I was having just like really bad, oh God, I'm remembering it now. I got strep like 2 times. And then 1 month or so before my diagnosis, I got super sick, flu-like. And that wasn't something that really happened to me very much. I was always usually, even working with kids, I was always usually in pretty good health. And so getting sick all the time was really frustrating. And along with that, I was really, really exhausted. So I just thought I just needed to cut back from some of the activities I was doing, and I did. But over time, realizing that really wasn't the cause. I wasn't overexerting myself. I was. But basically what happens is when your body is using its blood cells, and when your body is using all of its energy to fight the cancer, it has a harder time fighting off infections. And so basically you're sick, and then you're exhausted from fighting off these infections, and on top of that, your body trying to fight off the cancer. So that's what was happening to me. My body was so sick and tired of fighting off the cancer all the time. It didn't have the energy or the resources needed to fight off just simple, common sicknesses. And so I was getting sick all the time. That doesn't happen to me now. Even when I've had COVID, not bad at all. Like at all. So living with cancer is one of those things. I do have daily things I have to worry about that are kind of bizarre, that happen, that aren't like it would for the typical person. I am pretty much fatigued a lot more often and a lot more easily than most people my age, but all the other things basically went away. The itch problems, the hair problems, the weight problems. I mean, that's just thyroid related, but it's not nearly as intense as it used to be. The fatigue has stayed, but the pain has gone away. Like, the sickness and the pain has gone away. Anyway, I'm just in closing, I wanted to make this video. I had made it before, but I wanted to make this video now. I believe when I made the video before, it was like 2.5 years ago. I think I had like 10 subscribers or something. But I just wanted to make it again because if you have any of these things wrong with you, I encourage you to get it checked. It's super important that you get it checked. Hopefully it won't be cancer in your case, and if it is, you'll be right on top of it. And gratefully I was able to get rid of a lot of these issues with the removal and treatment of most of my cancer. So anyway, again, thank you so much for coming back to the channel, and if you're new, thank you for stopping by. If you've watched the whole video, let me know if you have any of these symptoms, if you've gotten this far. Most people don't watch most of my videos. I have a tendency to ramble, so that's okay. But anyway, I do appreciate you being here, and I will be coming out with another video again in a few days. So thank you all for being here and a part of my YouTube family. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you're not experiencing any of these symptoms, and if you do, it'll be fine. Just go to the doctor. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.